The world of work is changing and global leaders are gathering to shape its future. At the 113th International Labour Conference in Geneva, Switzerland, the Nigerian government joined representatives from over 100 countries to present its progress report on labour practices and national workplace standards. Our senior correspondent, Sharon Ejason, who is in Geneva for TVC News, has more details.
The 113th International Labour Conference has convened workers, employers and government representatives to engage in meaningful dialogue aimed at improving workplace conditions. Representatives from 118 member countries, including Nigeria, presented reports on the current state of labour and employment in their respective nations.
The federal government of Nigeria, with its tripartite constituents, are committed to advancing social justice. In furtherance of this, Nigeria signed onto the ILO Global Coalition for Social Justice as part of our continued commitment towards building an equitable society for all Nigerians.
The way for us is really understanding the different makeup of the informal sector, because people have tend to see it as just one, but the nuances are different. And for anybody that really wants to provide sustainable solutions, particularly in terms of welfare, employee compensation scheme, social protection, you need to understand the dynamics relating to that sector.
Delegates underscored the urgent need for the full implementation of global social protection systems.
We have moved to working with the Development Bank of Nigeria. As we speak, we have a committee working on the modality of implementing how to protect young ones after undergoing the training.
The challenge is all over the world. Social protection is something that is very important, especially for the developing nations. You talk about health protection, unemployment protection, you look at even life insurance and all that.
What is expected of the government, who's the employer, and even the workers, is to work hand in hand to be able to provide this social protection.
While the International Labour Organization continues to build a universal protection system for all, it is expected that the framework will be set to ensure that workers from the informal economy are included. Sharon Ejason, TVC News, Geneva, Switzerland.
And for a deeper look into the Geneva conference, our senior correspondent Sharon Ejason joins me live from Switzerland. Sharon, good to have you join us at this time. You've covered this conference for years now. What's different in this year's approach to the changing world of labour and work?
Well, a lot is happening here at the 113th International Labour Organization conference in Geneva, Switzerland. What sets this particular year's conference apart is the conversation as regards ensuring that workers from the informal sector are probably integrated into the formal sector. Also, there's this big discussion about the platform economy, which people also know as the gig economy, meaning that we know that a lot of workers do not just do 9 to 5 p.m. job, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. job anymore. We have people working remotely. And definitely we have to ensure that definitely for the International Labour Organization, there's this conversation towards ensuring that even though they are working remotely, that their voices should be heard, that there should be protection for them to ensure that decent work, is not reduced but increased, and everyone is working up to standard, and also that their social protection is covered, because there is this possibility that when you're working in the platform economy, you do not pay attention to this, because the workers that work within this range are workers that are young people, and they might need that support, structure, enlightenment to ensure that they are actually part of the system.
All right. We understand that representatives from 180 member countries, well, including Nigeria, presented reports. So talk to us about Nigeria's report. What are our representatives hoping to gain this year?
Well, the Minister of Labour and Employment was present at the United Nations Palais building yesterday to reaffirm the federal government commitment towards ensuring that social justice actually prevails in the country and that decent work is promoted. We had the workers present at the Palais yesterday. We also had employers of labor. It was the whole tripartite, was represented yesterday, and everyone was eager to understand what is happening in Nigeria as well as other countries across the world. For the Nigerian government, it's just reaffirming the government's position towards ensuring that the workspace is safe, decent for all.
All right, thank you for that update. That's our senior correspondent, Sharon Ejason, live for us in Switzerland.